Hello CTC, it's another episode of our off-season video vlog, we'll call it.
That word's weird.
Whatever. Well, today we are going to discuss 5 exercises that assist with developing some strength on the bicycle. So, Drew, why would we pick exercises to work out to increase our cycling potential?
Well, when we're cycling, we need a lot of strength and endurance, obviously, in our glute muscles or our butt muscles, and in our quadriceps. So today we're going to really focus on our glute muscles. That's also going to, in turn, translate into a lot of stabilization and a really stable core while we're running. So especially if you're crazy like Aaron and I, and we do really long distance stuff, we need as much endurance and strength, one-time strength and just endurance in those to really be productive.
And we all are looking for additional watts, so why not take advantage of some exercises that can assist with developing and increasing those overall watts. So those 5 exercises that we're going to go into today, first one we are going to show is the Bulgarian split squat.
Next, we're going to show some hip thrusts, as Aaron calls them, or just kind of really aggressive bridges with some weight.
Next, we will show box jumps.
We're going to do some side lunges.
And then the final one will be wall balls. And we'll demonstrate each one of those, so therefore you can have a good idea. As always, if you have any questions, you can throw them into the tag at the bottom, but we will get into the demonstration of that now.
All right, this first exercise that we're going to do is the Bulgarian split squat. In this position, Aaron's going to put one of his legs back. The leg that he's standing on is really the glute that he's truly working on. He's going to go straight down. Good, and then really drive through his bottom leg all the way up. Some people say don't let your knee go over your toe. If it hurts while you're doing it, obviously don't do it. But however you really do, but we want it to be kind of straight up and down as you see him go there.
I like on this particular exercise to keep the weight over the hips. Therefore, the leg that is on the box is just bending, driving straight down towards the ground. You're pressing through that front foot that's on the ground, extending that front leg, bending that back knee.
Awesome.
Bulgarian split squat.
All right, the next exercise that we're going to do here is called a hip thrust, or I call it a bridge, but with your shoulders elevated. So a lot of people do these on like the bench at the gym. Aaron just has a little box behind him, so he's going to put his shoulders on the box. His feet are going to be on the ground. He actually has a little weight next to him, so he's going to put that on his hips for just a little more resistance. He's going to kind of dip down with his hips and then kind of drive up, pushing down through his heels, really getting his glutes engaged. This is also going to work your hamstrings a little bit too, but really focusing on, kind of squeezing your glutes as you go all the way up there.
Also pay attention to keeping your knees in alignment with your hips as you drop the hips down, and especially as you drive the hips up. At the top of the movement, really pinch the cheeks together to get that additional emphasis and contraction in those glutes.
Good job. Hip thrusts. All right, this next exercise we're going to do is box jumps. So Aaron is going to stand in front of a box. He's got about a 12-inch box there, and obviously the better and better you get, you can go to a higher and higher box. But what he's going to do is he's going to kind of bend his knees, drive down through his legs, and just jump straight on top. This works really well to develop some power in your glutes. Some definitely quick movements and things like that. Make sure when you first start, step down kind of how he is now. Don't do anything too crazy. And once you feel a little more comfortable, you can jump up and jump down. Awesome. Make sure that your knees never kind of aim at each other and go together. That's just never a good position for you. All right, box jumps. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is a side lunge. What Aaron's going to do is kind of squat out to the side, bend down. Once again, everybody says keep your knees, not going over your toes. That's up to you. If it hurts, don't do it. And then kind of come back just like that. As he goes down, he's going to really get as deep as he feels comfortable with. He's going to drive off of his heel. Push straight up, back to the center, alternate sides, do them all on one side, up to you.
So when you're lunging to the side, one thing I always like to emphasize is pushing the hips back and keeping that leg that did not move straight And then the leg that's bending, as Drew said, you're just going to drive off, stand up tall. You can stay on one side or you can alternate like I am doing here. But the key is when you get into that lunge position, really focus on driving the hips back and keeping that initial leg that didn't move straight. And that is going to be your side lunge.
All right, this last exercise that we're gonna do is gonna be a ball toss. So as you can see, and I'm gonna kind of get out of the way here, Aaron and Natalie are kind of tossing that ball back and forth. They are making sure they're really squatting down and driving through their glutes to throw the ball up in the air. We really want to focus on that. Now, you can obviously do this by yourself, toss the ball up in the air to yourself, toss the ball up against a wall, however you want to do it. If you have a friend you want to work on this with, then just like Aaron and Natalie, just tossing back and forth. All right, ball tosses.
So for your lower leg work, it should not be limited to those exercises, but those are some exercises that are going to be getting you started, pointing you in the right direction. They will lead you to a productive and successful season. I even like to continue to do those as the season progresses. They just continue to keep the strength in there because we are continuing to do pretty much 3 sports, so having something just different sometimes adds a little bit of variety to the brain and continues to challenge us in a positive way. So these are exercises. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you have anything that you personally like to do in the off season or during the season, feel free to share. Again, this is out there for the CTC community for us all to grow and become a little more knowledgeable. So take advantage of this, and if there's something that you really like, share it. If you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to throw them out there. And again, as we continue to put out new content, don't hesitate if there's something that you want us to research or talk about. We
Absolutely.
will love to do that, so don't hesitate to throw it out there. But we're going to continue to try to provide these things to you, and hopefully you're enjoying them. Drew, you got anything to add?
Nope, Aaron nailed it. So have a great rest of your day. See you next time.
Go do some amazing things.